All I want us to do is just talk for a minute about whether you, as a mini BFF, as one of the original mini BFFs, what you feel about 100 Days to Brave, the book and the journal. And if you think, because there are some kids asking me if they can do it and I don't know the right answer. Do you first want to introduce yourself? Just say your first name, not your last name, so everyone doesn't chase you. Your first name, how old you are, and what grade you will be starting in August.
Wait, my birthday?
No, not your birthday. Don't tell me about your secrets. Your first name, your age, what grade you will be starting in August.
Okay.
Go.
Wait, now?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, okay. I am Parker. I am 9 years old, and I'm going into 4th grade this year.
You're very old.
Excuse me?
You're very old. Do you agree?
No.
Parker, it was yesterday that we were at your preschool graduation, and now you're going into 4th grade. That's a problem. Okay, will you tell me a little bit? I don't even know this story. Will you tell me a little bit about when you started reading 100 Days to Brave?
2nd grade, Mom, when we were at school, she would turn it on in the car, and we'd listen to a few days. And I remember being a little bit upset a day when Dad would take us to school because Dad didn't turn it on.
Dad!
Yeah.
So annoyed with your father. That's really funny. I didn't know y'all listened to your friend Annie as you were driving to school.
Yeah.
That's really fun. So now you have the journal,
Yeah.
right? And you have the original book. Oh, you fancy. So my question, Parker, let's start at the bottom. How young do you think, what's the youngest kid that should read this and go through this either by themselves or with their mom or dad or Annie?
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Okay, so someone who's in 3rd grade going into 4th grade, like you.
Yeah.
Very interesting. When you've read it, were there any words that were hard to understand?
No, I was just listening and looking out my window.
You're like, Annie, talk to me.
Yes.
Tell me more about yourself, Annie.
Yes.
Have you flipped through the journal and the book?
Not the book,
Okay.
but the journal, yes. You gave me homework.
Yes, I gave you a smidge of homework. And I said, Dear Park, I call you Parker Pants. Dear Parker Pants, will you please do a little flipping through the journal? And as you flipped through the journal, what did you think? Did you think it was something you could do every day?
Oh, yeah. It was really good. And then there were parts that everyone could understand.
Are you going to be mad on the day that I tell you you have to eat more vegetables?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew that was going to bite me in the butt. I just didn't know it was going to bite me in the butt with my mini BFF friends. Here it is, day 73. Please eat your veggies.
What? Where?
73.
Oh, no.
I wasn't kidding you. Do you think are you just going to do the journal or are you going to read both? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to do both.
Okay. Yeah, I think there are some people who are doing both, but I think a lot of our friends who have read the book are just going to do the journal. And some people just like journaling, so they're going to start there. Why do you want to be brave? Why is it important for kids to think about this?
Because as you get older, being brave is you get scared of things, reality and stuff. And when you're younger, you're just you have more imagination kind of.
Yeah.
And you're scared of less sometimes.
Yeah.
And you just ignore reality.
A little bit. Does 2020 feel different for you like it feels for grown-ups? Yeah. Have you been scared this year? I've been scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Me too. So it's important for kids, if I'm understanding you correctly, it's important for kids to be brave because of who you have to be when you grow up.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because of who you want to be later. So if you can start being brave now, is that kind of the plan?
Yeah.
What's something you've done that's brave? I have an answer for you, but you tell me your answer first.
I went on my first roller coaster this year.
What? Tell me everything.
Okay. We went to Silver Dollar City, an amusement park in Branson, Missouri. And we went on this ride that wasn't, that it technically isn't a roller coaster, but it freaked me out when I was 5 years old, and we went, because it looked like a roller coaster. I didn't know. It's called Fire in the Hole. I was scared. After we got off that, I didn't want to do anything. I was going to do like a bigger coaster, and I was like, no. And I was scared to do Thunderation, which is like a tiny one, and where like the hills, you don't even go like down. It's like curve, spiraled down. And I was really nervous. I was out of it. My brother went on. They all went on. And my Aunt Bailey went too. They went down. Roman, he loved it. After that, after they got off, Bailey told me that we could stay, walk around. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to ride anything. I'm not going to even ride a water ride or get ice cream until I ride this ride. It took me an hour to decide.
You were like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it took me an hour to decide and puka shell bribing. And then I rode it, and I had an amazing time.
Do you know what's so interesting about that story, Parker, that I don't even know if you've thought about, but there's a thing about being brave where when you see someone else do it, you get brave enough to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So do you know what is cool about this is that all sorts of mini BFFs are going to watch you right now being brave enough to do this, and they're going to feel brave enough to do it. So you're riding this roller coaster first. So one time you were the person who watched someone else be brave and you were brave. And this time you're the first one. You're the one leading the pack. You know what else is important about doing 100 Days to Brave, Parker, is if we start, we got to finish.
Yeah.
It's important to get all the way to day 100. So can we check in with you? We're going to start August 3rd. Can we check in with you on day 100 in November?
Yeah.
Does that make you nervous?
No.
Okay. I think you're going to love it. I think it's going to be really fun. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Is there anything else you think kids will want to know or moms and dads will want to know about 100 Days to Brave for everybody, not just for grown-ups?
Honestly, I feel like any kid could do it. They just have to pay attention and have an understanding, be focused on it. Yeah. And kids, if they get confused on anything, don't just be like, oh, okay, I'll figure this out on my own. Tell your parents, and they could help you do the study and help you understand it better. Then you're all set.
You're all set. That's a great idea. Parker, you're the best. I love you. I think you're one of the best people. Parker, that's a great follow-up. After we hit stop, you said, Annie, you were going to say something brave about me. Can I say it in front of everybody, Parker?
I'm fine.
Okay. I remember you are really good at praying. You really like to pray. And sometimes you have dreams that you think might be something that maybe God's wanting to say to you. And a couple, more than one time, but there's one time where you were like, hey, I kind of think maybe this is from God, and here's what I dreamed, and here's my memory. And I just think it's really brave when people say things like you telling me that story when you didn't know if I was going to make fun of you or tell you you're wrong or all the things I normally do. I love to make fun. No, I'm just kidding. I don't ever make fun of you, but you just didn't know for sure how a grown-up is going to take that story. And I was blown away. I was like, Parker, I have 100 things I want you to pray for. So, because I do think you hear God and sometimes he's given you dreams that meant something to you. So I think it's really brave to share what is going on in your spiritual life with other people. How do you feel about that? Will you? I think I might. Oh, you got a dance move for 2020. Okay. This is
2020.
That's the first half. This is the second half. Okay, I am not sure I got this, so I want to say it again, and because the recording button wasn't showing me like it was. But Parker, do you want to answer our final podcast question?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because the show is called That Sounds Fun. I know you answered this for me one time, but say it again. Because the show is called That Sounds Fun, tell me what you do for fun.
Gymnastics.
And what is your favorite thing at the gym?
Back handsprings.
That is very hard to do, by the way. I can't bend that way anymore. I'm too old, Parker. It hurts. I'm scared I'm going to land on my head. Do you always land on your hands?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except if I'm on, if it's in the morning.
If it's in the morning, you land on your head? So this needs to be an afternoon only activity, please, ma'am.
Afternoon or night.
Yes, we need your brain in working condition, please. All right, you need to say anything else to all the humans, all the people who are now in your fan club?
Look out for Annie's new book.
Coming in February. You're hired. You are hired.